never do this when you're hungry. And I know what you're thinking, and you're wrong. The thing you're thinking, I think you're wrong with it. And that's never go to the grocery when you're hungry, right? We've all heard that one. That's not it. I think you're going to be shocked. Never do this when you're hungry. What's the word? One word, eat. Never eat when you're hungry. Hear me out. The first thing you do when you determine, I am hungry, should not be eat. The first thing you should do when you realize, I am hungry, first thing, make a decision. You have a decision to make. So many people don't look at it that way. They look at it like, well, I'm hungry. The decision has already been made. That means I should eat. No, the decision hasn't already been made. Maybe you have a colonoscopy tomorrow. Maybe you're on a mission. Maybe you've decided to lose weight. And now you aren't obviously just going to eat every time you feel that. You are learning to put a certain value and meaning to hunger. I remember listening to Zig Ziglar years ago, and he had lost some weight. And he said, for 10 years, I decided to weigh 220 pounds. And he's like, what do you mean? People are like, what do you mean? I decided. He said, here's the deal. Nobody ever made me eat anything. And he made the right analysis that the only reason I weigh 220, and let's say it's 200 to make it easy for me, the only reason I weigh 200 is because I allowed myself to eat for that. And now you want to weigh 150. What's going to happen? You have to relook at what you thought was hunger, because you're going to now make a decision, eat or don't eat. Then you have another decision. What sounds good or something else? Then you have another decision. Until I am full or stop before I am full. That is your superpower. It's a power that we don't know exactly how to work through that, which is why you need to learn how to do it. So many people are on these diets that are disruptive, very disruptive to their lives, to their community, to their family life. It's hard enough to have good community and friends and relationships without trying to live on one meal a day or only meat. So we're doing these things to try to learn how to live in this calorie deficit or energy balance because we've never learned how to do it. And one of those reasons is we've always thought, if I'm hungry, it means I need to eat. Put a new meaning on hunger. I had a lady in our group recently. We have an app, and she posted a message in the app. She said, today I've only had 350 calories. She said, is this okay? And before I was able to answer it, there were other people responding and talking about it. And one person said something I thought was so good. He said, you haven't just had 350 calories today. You had those 350 calories, plus you ate from your energy stores. You ate some of the calories that are on your body. That's why you lost weight today, was because in addition to eating those 350 calories from outside, you ate calories from the inside. Anytime you think you didn't eat, you still ate. When you're fasting, you're feasting. You think, well, I only ate 300 or 500 calories. No, you ate that plus some of this, which is why your weight went down. You finally ate some of the food that's been on your body for a long time. But Joe, does it really make sense for me to go around hungry so much of the time? Wait a minute. Is it hunger? Or is it something else? For many people, when you've been weighing 200 and you want to weigh 150 and you suddenly are on this journey to go from here to here and you think you're hungry, do you know what that oftentimes is? Simply the absence of excess. You're not stuffed, and what you've learned to do is interpret that as, I need to eat, simply because you're not stuffed. You're not having to learn how to do without. A lot of people think, for me to lose weight and remain at a healthy weight, I have to learn to do without. No, you're only having to learn to deal with enough. You're having to learn how to live with enough. But your interpretation has been, when I eat only enough to weigh 150, I didn't eat enough. I'm still hungry. No, actually, you're not. You interpret hunger when it's really just the absence of excess, the absence of eating enough to be too heavy. Put a different value and meaning to hunger. Take a vitamin. If you're concerned, I'm not getting enough nutrients, yet you're at the healthy weight, take a vitamin. I remember my mom saying when she had dementia, she said, I'm not eating. I don't eat. And we were like, well, Mom, you're this tall, you weigh this much. That's actually healthy. So whatever you're doing is actually okay. And she would just forget she ate. And we do that too. I must not be eating enough. You weigh this much? You're this tall? Guess what? You're eating enough. Stop eating just because you're hungry. I'm Trainer Joe. Train your brain and transform your body.